Hello everybody, here we are. I hope I'm audible right now, and let me check this thing too. The thing is that I don't even have my mobile nearby, so I'd better just simply check it from this side. And yeah, by the way, as for today, I'm gonna be just simply focusing on that Google Meet project. The thing is that there's gonna be some noise around me as well, so I told it the thing 2 times, but yeah, there are 2 things. Okay, first thing is that I'm gonna be working on this. The second thing that there's gonna be noise, so I will try my level best to just simply get it done anyhow, because if I don't go live right now and work on this project, it will not really be possible for me to just simply work on it in the rest of the day. Because if I don't, okay, so that is why here we are, and let's simply continue without any further delay. Simple project. We have already worked on most of the things, so we don't really need to worry about anything else as such. First of all, we are gonna be working on the project. If there is not a noise in my background, and after that I will, what will I do? I will work on the deployment part as well. So as for right now, let's simply close everything and let's just run the project. Docker process status. First of all, of course, I need to start Docker. That's the top start. I'm just simply gonna be starting this. And okay, it's gonna be started. That's great. And the next thing is that I have to start the process, that is MongoDB. So Docker start MongoDB, and Docker process status, that's been started right now. And once this is done, let me clear everything, and turbo dev will just simply run this. Alrighty, let's get and see what's gonna happen. Most of the things have already been resolved, so this time first of all we will be checking if everything works or not. Is host to the meeting info can be true or false? We have already done this. Render host ended meeting, yeah, this thing we have to work on. Add a timer, so the timer we interesting. Let me. Alrighty, right now Wi-Fi is turned on. Hopefully it's gonna be working fine, and I will not face the network issue. Coming back to this thing, it is almost done. That simply means I can come back here, and I need another incognito page as well. Let me keep it here. Let me keep it here. And Iron webcam, localhost 3000, and similarly over here as well, localhost 3000. Already compiling this stuff. Interesting, just was waiting for that only. Once it is done, let's simply sign in. The first one will be signed in automatically, because that's the, well, not really. Don't I have the user logged in here, or probably the logged in time expired? Let me see. User, I do have 3 users over here, Raj, Vipendra and Unstoppable, but they are not logged in, so let me just simply log them in. So this is gonna be the first one. Done. This is gonna be the second one. So raj@gmail.com and PAWSWORD1234. Invalid PAWSWORD1234. User signed in successfully. Great. PAWSWORD1234. Sign in. Invalid email or password. Why is this happening, bro? PAWSWORD1234. Sign in. Something is up, don't know, but for some reason I'm not able to log in this particular account over here. The password was the same, if I'm not wrong. So if that is the case, why am I getting this error? PAWSWORD1234. Great. Let me give it some more tries, otherwise I'll have to create a new user. PAWSWORD1234. Done. Last try. PAWSWORD1234. Alright, it's always gonna be the same. So let me log in with another Gmail, unstoppable@gmail.com, PASSWRD1234. This should be alright. Yeah, here we are. So once we've done this, what is the next thing that we have to focus on? As for the meetings history, we don't really have any history at all, except in this 129 seconds. So this much is great. Let me just simply create a new meeting over here. The new meeting is created, allow, and I can turn on the camera as well. So it works great. Let me copy this from here. Let me paste it over here and enter here. Allow over here as well. Please wait until a meeting host brings you into the call. Great. Let me allow from here. So this person is gonna be allowed already in the meeting right now. And if we turn on the camera, it is being turned on. So that simply means it works. The next thing that Raj is the coder. By the way, Raj the coder is the host over here. That simply means I can see the host over here as well. So this thing worked. That simply means I should be getting few more meeting histories over here. So it turns out, yes, we got 2 meeting histories here. And once we got 2 meeting histories here, so like these are the ones. The end time is still null. That simply means whenever I end the meeting, at that time it's gonna be done. Host is false here as well, and then as soon as I end the meeting, is host value will be set. So this thing is done. Let me try to see if I have chats here. So fine, I don't have any chats as such. So let me just simply start sending the messages and all. Almost everything else works great, so I don't really need to worry whether it works or not. We have already gone through it all. So today we will mainly be focusing on the which part? We will mainly be focusing on the authentication part, but let me just simply check everything really quick. Let's simply send it all, and all these things are gonna be sent pretty good. Lastly, I have to go to this chat section, refresh it. I'm getting the chats as well. I want to do one more thing, and that is this one over here. I'm gonna be logging in, and alias unstoppable the coder. Remember this account. Username unstoppable the coder. Password like this. Click on sign in. I should be signed in. Great. Let me click on this, and I should be in. Great. And the next thing that I want to go to S3. Done. Wait for a while. Meeting files and upload bucket. And this is the uploads folder. Here I have all my uploads, all the files that I actually uploaded right now. But I have actually more than I uploaded, so probably they have been here before. So 1529, these are the few files that got uploaded right now, and these were uploaded earlier, but I'll have to delete them anyway. But let's see if I just simply end the meeting, whether they get deleted or not. So for ending the meeting, this is the host can directly end the meeting, and normal participant can just simply leave the meeting. So let me just simply end the meeting directly from here. So the meeting has ended for both. That simply means I should be getting less images over here, and it turns out the same. But there is this problem that 15, 15, 13. So let me accept these images. Let me delete everything else. Probably 15. Accept this one as well. Alright, let me delete these. Permanently delete. Paste it over here. Delete objects. Close this. Alrighty, so this much we've done. And the next thing is checking the chats, whether they have been deleted or not. So let me just simply refresh the page. All the chats have been deleted. And let me see if we are even getting the meeting timing as well. So we were like in the meeting for 3 minutes and 17 seconds. I can just simply refresh the page, and this is how it's gonna be going on. There is one more thing, that this 3 minutes and 17 seconds, this should be at the top, but this is not at the top. That simply means it's not getting filtered the right way. So why is this not getting filtered? So whenever I'm getting the meeting history in the dashboard page, app, main, dashboard page.tsx, and here I have action.ts. okay, never mind, it's better to have action.ts in the dashboard page over here. That is better to have it, that's the better place. So over here what am I doing? To array meeting stage aggregate, already I'm using aggregation, that's another case. I'm just simply getting all the meeting histories. Okay, I'm not really sorting it. So for sorting it, I think I need to use another pipeline, sort in aggregation, sort in MongoDB aggregation pipeline, sort aggregation state. Just a minute. How do we sort this in the aggregation pipeline? That's what I have to check right now. It takes a lot of time because I'm on the Wi-Fi network, though the speed is not that good, but it is not getting disconnected. Never mind. I can turn on the, oh, what the hell? Come on. Literally, I'm doomed. New window, Control Shift T. Here we have all the things, and this is something that I have to remove. Keep it on the left, keep it on the right. And how do we sort it? We just need a block that just simply sorts, and we need the field name. We should have an example over here as well. So this is how we are gonna be going ahead. Sort based on this particular value. So that's what we can do over here. So we have to just simply sort. We have to just simply sort based on what? We have to sort based on the end time. So end time, and that should be -1. We have to sort in the decreasing manner. Let me reload the page. So right now I should be getting the result. Now I'm getting 3 minutes and 17 seconds at the top, and that's what I wanted. So it is just being sorted the same way. So the recent meetings are gonna be at the top, and the remaining ones are gonna be at the bottom. So this thing works. Let's work on this particular option. Why is this taking time to respond? Reload the page. Probably something is wrong with this incognito mode. Okay, profile. And in the profile, these are the options that I have. 2 meetings were hosted by him. He joined 0 meetings, and the total meeting time was 3 minutes and 46 seconds. If I talk about this particular user, so this user joined 1 meeting, and the timing was around 3 minutes and 8 seconds. It did not host any meeting. So let me do one thing. Let me make a new meeting from this side. So this user hosted a meeting right now. Let me ask this user to join the meeting like this. And once this is done, let me just simply allow from here, allow all. So both the users are in the meeting, and of course, even if I want to share the screen, I can do the same. Let me make this user just simply share the screen. So the screen is also being shared, so we can just simply see all these things. We still have to work on the UI part, so that we can just simply pin a user, and we can just simply see the whole screen the right way. But as for right now, it is working quite well. Let me just simply hide this. And if I end the meeting, so this is the host, forget about the host right now, this is the user. If I leave the meeting, so this user left the meeting, this user was in the meeting for 34 seconds. And if I actually come here, profile, so 1 meeting joined, 2 meeting hosted, total minute 4 minutes and something like this. So everything is being calculated the right way. Let me ask this user join the meeting again. Of course I'll have to allow. So the user joined the meeting again. I'm able to see the stuff. User can also turn on the camera, and it's gonna be visible like this. The screen is already being shared from the host, and if host wants, host can actually leave the meeting. And when the host leaves the meeting, so host was in the meeting for 1 minute and 17 seconds. If I actually go to profile, so this particular person hosted 1 meeting, joined 1 meeting, and the total timing was this much. Let me go to the home page. The second user automatically became the host because the host left the meeting. So this is the Raj is the host right now. Now let me make the same user join the meeting again, but still Raj will remain the host this time. because I'm not maintaining the history of the previous host, and that's fine. The new user is gonna be the host. Allow, and both of them are in the meeting. And if I just simply end the meeting right now, so both the meetings are gonna be ended. Talking about the meetings, so this particular person has if I just check this thing out, so meetings joined are 0 right now. Why meetings joined are 0? Because at the end this person, though this person joined the meeting, but at the end this person became the host, and because of that thing 3 meeting hosted, though this was the person who hosted the meeting, but then this host left the meeting, and at the end Raj became the host, and that is why meeting hosted 3, because Raj was the host at the end of the day, and that is why meeting hosted is mentioned like this. And as for this one, it's always gonna be like 2 meeting joined, 5 minutes and all. So this is how it just simply works. What is the next thing that we have to focus on? Now we are gonna be focusing on the authentication part. Again, there's one more thing, like UI. Whenever you just join the meeting, so you should have an option for just simply pinning the meeting a particular screen that is not done yet. So we are gonna be focusing on that, but that can be done later as well, right? So right now we can just simply, that can be done later. Yeah, we have to mainly focus on 2 things. First one is gonna be a few things, actually not 2 things. Going to the to do, so render host ended a meeting message. So whenever host is ending the meeting, so you have to notify others. No, we don't really need to notify, because if host leaves the meeting, ends the meeting, everyone will be redirected to the which page? Everyone is going to be redirected to what is that called? To the dashboard page. That simply means the socket connection will be disconnected. But one thing we can definitely do, whenever host ends the meeting, everybody is notified. At that time, I can just simply render a message called host left the host ended the meeting. So lib signaling.ts, that's gonna be a normal process, and handle end meeting. So this particular function will be triggered on everybody's side whenever host leaves the meeting. And as soon as host leaves the meeting, so what I have to do, I have to maintain a state is meeting ended, but I'm just resetting everything over here. Then and the another thing is that I cannot use I cannot use toast directly over here. Resetting the meeting media, everything is being reset over here. One thing I can definitely do, that as soon as the meeting is ended, I'm gonna be changing the state over here. Once the state is changed, I'm gonna be rendering a message, and after that I'm gonna be resetting everything. What I meant, let me go to the meeting store, meeting.ts. We have these things. I'm gonna be having one more property is ended, and that's gonna be false by default. Meeting is not ended. And let me add this value over here as well, is ended. That's gonna be boolean, pretty simple. And once we have this property is ended over here, after that I'm gonna be creating an action for this. So that simply means over here set is ended. I think this should be the right one. By the way, let me create it above reset meeting because it resets everything. So set is ended, and is ended, I will be getting the value over here. That's gonna be nothing but the boolean, and then I have to just simply set is ended, and this is how it's gonna be going on. Pretty simple. I'm gonna be using it for sure. Similarly, I have to set this type in the actions as well. Like this is the action that I have over here. So here I'm gonna be just simply making a type for this. This is gonna be a method, and will take is ended value as a boolean, and just simply it will return nothing but the void. So that is also done. And once this is done, in that case, do we have to do anything else? When we are resetting the value, at that time we have to reset this as well. So now it's gonna be is ended will be false after that. is ended is gonna be false by default. So this is how we are gonna be going ahead, and that is it. We don't really have to do anything else. So let's do one thing. Let me go back to this process, handle meeting, and whenever I'm actually handling the meeting over here, the first thing that I will be doing, like I will be getting const set is ended over here, and that's gonna be coming from is ended use meeting get state dot is ended done, and set is ended, that's gonna be true because of course I have ended the meeting over here. What is the problem? Set is ended is not boolean, has no call signatures. Set is ended, this is what I will be getting. So whenever handle end meeting, this particular method will be received, this particular event will be triggered on other user side. So at that time set is ended will be true, and the user will be redirected to the dashboard page as well. And once this is true, so on the meetings page I will be running a use state sorry, use effect. So going back to this level here, meeting, and meeting actions.ts over here or on the dashboard page, anywhere, that doesn't really matter. Dashboard or here, let's simply show this thing over here as well, doesn't really matter, it will be shown anyway. So action.page.tsx over here, I'm gonna be running another use effect that will be based on, or that will be triggered, let me remove it, use effect that will be triggered whenever the value of is ended changes. So is ended, by the way, if I want to get the value of is ended over here, I'll actually have to get it from here. So const is ended, that is merely for the meeting. So use meeting, the name should rather be is meeting ended, but okay, never mind. Use meeting state dot is ended, and once I have it over here, then it is based on that. Okay, and what do I have to do? I have to just simply show an alert message. So do I have a toast over here? Probably I must have. So toast dot it, I think I have toast dot success or failure, probably success, host ended the meeting. So this is the message that's gonna be shown to all the people, all the participants, and that's it. Once this is done, so what am I doing the next time whenever I'm handling this process handle over here? First of all, I'm setting it to true, then I'm saving everything, and at the end of the day I'm just simply resetting the meeting. Resetting the meeting will just simply change the value back to false. One more thing that I have to do over here, page.tsx, it should be rendered, this particular message should be shown if is ended is actually true, because if it is false we don't really need to worry about that. So this is how it should be done. Again, ignore the noise around me, even it's gonna be more than right now, so never mind, ignore that. Okay, so this particular thing is done. Let's see whether it works or not. So refresh the page. Done. I'm gonna be creating a new meeting. Probably this user is gonna be creating a new meeting. Created. Let me copy, let me paste, and done. And let me allow from here, allow. So both of them are in the meeting right now. Raj joined the meeting. Okay, ultimately I'm being notified, that's great. By the way, if a person joins the meeting, that person itself is informed about himself, like Raj joined the meeting. That should not usually happen, but okay, never mind, that's not really something we need to worry about a lot. Even that can be fixed really easily. Let me end the meeting from here, and if I end the meeting, host ended the meeting, this is what I'm being notified here, and that's what I wanted, right? Didn't I? So this is done, that's what we wanted. And the next this thing is already done. So, and apart from this particular thing, whenever a participant joins, Okay, at that time, I'm informing that participant too, like this particular participant joined the meeting. That is what we don't have to do. So ultimately, what I mean over here, we actually have quite a lot of things. Let me just simply go through them one by one. So inside the story, if I see uh, meeting.ts, so we have current participant, other participant, newly joined participant. Alrighty, and not only newly joined participant, we have joining participants as well. So this is what we have to change. So whenever a new participant joins the meeting, so this newly joined participant value is set for that particular participant too, and we have to actually stop it. If I am the one joining the meeting, then I should not be set as newly joined participant, or even if I am set, I have to check whether that's equals to me or not. So when is it happening? Whenever a person joins the meeting and when that particular person is informed about others. So inform new participant about others. So let me see if I'm doing it or not. So handle, normal process, handle inform others about new participant, or handle inform new participant about others. So whenever the new participant handle new participant about others. So let me see what am I doing over here. So I have newly joined participant. I'm just simply setting the value of that particular participant, and that is the problem. Over here I don't have to set the value of the newly joined participant. So the value that I'm setting over here, this needs to be set when I'm informing others. But when a person joins, this does not need to be set. When I'm informing others, am I doing the same thing? Set newly joined participant. Yeah, here I'm doing that. This newly joined participant is being set over here. That's great. When I'm informing others, when I join, others should be informed about me and the message should be shown. But when I join, I should not be informing myself about me joining the meeting. So set newly joined participant. This is what I have to comment over here. And set a newly joined participant. I hope that was the event. Let me see. Most probably this is the only one. Set newly joined participant. If I check this thing out, so it comes from here. Set newly joined participant, and what it does, it just simply gets a newly joined participant and just simply saves that got it. So this thing is done. That simply means the job that should have been resolved by now. So let me create a new meeting and let me ask this user joins the meeting. So what should ideally happen? First of all, host needs to allow, and Raj coder wants to join the meeting. This is the message that I got. And now if I allow, this user should not be getting informed that Raj wants to join the meeting, because this user is the Raj himself. So let me allow. So ultimately Raj the coder joined the meeting. Got it? So we got this particular message on the host side. Other participants, they will be informed, but this particular participant, I am joining the meeting. So do I need to tell myself like I have joined the meeting? Not really. So that's what I have fixed over here. So this thing is also done. And what is the next thing? This to do is done anyway. So to do MD, render host ended a meeting message. That's done, by the way. Add meeting timer. This is the thing. Add meeting timer. How will be just simply adding the timer? For adding the timer, I think I just simply need to run an interval, set interval that will just simply keep running. Will be just simply setting the state. I will keep getting that, and I'll be just simply rendering that. Pretty simple. So ultimately what I have to do, on the nav bar somewhere here at in the middle, the timer should be shown, or probably, yeah, let's just simply show the timer at the top. That doesn't really matter. So let me close everything I said, and let me go to the nav bar right now. So nav bar of what? Nav bar of the meeting. So ultimately that is the top bar. So if I go to apps, web, and app, meeting ID, components, show ultimately, suppose 10 hour and 50 minutes and 10 seconds. This way, don't know, but this is how it's gonna be shown over here. That's not bad either. I mean, that's good. I'm gonna be going with this, and let me just simply give it some design. So class name, text is gonna be red, and that's gonna be 500 or something. So this is how it's gonna be shown. Now I don't know how should I make it. As for the designing part, how, let me just remove this from here, text extra large. For this thing you need to have Figma ready, but let's keep it like this. Yeah, let's keep it like this for now. Okay. I know, not the best, but ultimately we are gonna be getting the timing right. Nothing could be better than that. I have to just simply make it dynamic. For making it dynamic, what I'll do, I'm already in the top bar, so just in here only I'm gonna be running what do I have to do? Instead of running, I will definitely need to run this anyway. So use not use set interval. This needs to run in every 1 second, so 1000 or something. So this is gonna be running CL, and then I have to get the current time. So const the current time, right? So now is gonna be equals to date dot now. So here I got the current time, that must be in the seconds, milliseconds, and new date, and this is gonna be rather be a date here, and I have to see the timing, right? So date dot what, get date, get day, get hours, get seconds, we can get everything. So let me do one thing, CLG hours, or just hour is gonna be equals to date dot get hours, just like this. CLG minutes are gonna be equals to date dot get minutes, just like this. CLG seconds are gonna be equals to date dot get seconds. This is done, and once this is done, then let me see whether I get the result or not here. Console. It's quite quick. Uncaught reference, object is not defined, and it's actually quite quick. Let me make it in every 5 seconds. Clear it. There is a problem here. The problem is this, that 1000, whenever the value of this changes, everything gets logged, and whenever these things get logged, I'm missing something here. What is that? Set interval. What is the issue? Const date is gonna be new date, CLG date dot get minutes, and let's see what happens. Can I reload it? Done, right? Everything's fine. Now the 53 minutes were there. 53 minutes, yeah, that's right. And if I just simply use a set interval, then what happens here? instead of using this, if I go with this set interval, that is just simply logging the value. So what is happening here? That's what I wanted, didn't I? Now it works. So earlier the caching was the problem for it. So right now what is happening? I'm getting the timing 16, 17, 19. Ultimately timing is being increased. Okay, that's great. What I want over here, instead of doing this thing, I'm gonna be just simply setting the state. So const time, set time, and that's gonna be equals to use state, and it will be an object, and hour is gonna be null initially, minute, or let hour 0, hours are gonna be 0, minutes are gonna be 0, seconds are gonna be 0 by default. And whenever I'm just simply setting the timing, so set time, just like this, hours are gonna be date dot get hours, minutes are gonna be date dot minutes, and seconds are gonna be date dot get seconds, just like this. I'm just simply setting them, and once they are set, I'm gonna be using the value here. So to use the value, I'm just simply gonna be making it like this, a string, and hour time dot hours, and then same thing again, time dot minutes m, and time dot seconds s. Let's see. What the hell? Literally, what is this? Let me refresh the page. Undefined. Okay, sort of facing some issues here. Select element must be either controlled or uncontrolled. Specify either the value prop or the default value prop, but not both. Decide between using controlled or uncontrolled. React has detected changes in the order of hooks called byte or bar. This will lead to bugs and errors if not fixed. I rendered more hooks than during the previous render, so it is just sort of rendering more hooks. Okay, so what can I do now? What is the best way to just simply render the timing? Using instead of using use state over here, it's better to use ref. Probably that would be great, because use state just simply renders the page again and again. So use ref, just like this. This will have a default value as well, just like this. And time ref, first of all I need to get it as well, so this is going to be imported, and over here time ref dot current is going to be equals to hours date dot get hours, minutes date dot get minutes, and seconds date dot get seconds. This thing is done, and time ref is actually gonna be time ref dot current will be replaced over here. Control C. Let me replace this as well. Dot time. Well, I made a mistake here. Let me replace this much. Done. And similarly, this time needs to be replaced with that. And hopefully, I should not be getting the errors right now. Please wait a meeting. Okay. Please wait until the meeting host allows. Really? Rendered more hooks than during the previous render. Still getting that. Interesting. And the same thing should be happening here as well. It is just simply rendering more hooks. Am I doing something conditionally over here? So this set interval should be running inside what? Use effect. It should run only once, and I should be keeping it here. What can I do? It runs only once, and then the value of set interval runs in every 1 second. It just simply gets the value, sets the value here. Probably I have to take the help of AI. Control C. Let me copy this much and give it to the AI and ask whether it's right, or of course it is wrong. That is why I'm getting the error. ChatGPT. Let's simply paste it here. Is this right? You are very close, but there are a couple of important issues in your code, problems in your code. Memory leak, no cleanup. You are cleanup. How can I forget this? Sorry. Ultimately, what is happening that I'm not cleaning up. So once the this set interval has started, I have to just simply clean it up as well, and the remaining things seem to be fine. So if you want UI updates, use states. Okay, let me use use state over here. So the previous one was better. The only problem was that set interval was starting, but it was never getting cleaned up, and that was the problem. Your user average is fine, but it still needs cleanup. So ultimately, this is also fine. Key concept very important. Let me see if this cleanup works here. By the way, const interval here just gonna be like this, and once everything ends, I have to just simply clean it up over here. So return clean interval clear interval, right? That's the one, and I'm gonna be passing the value of the interval over here. Alrighty, this should be done. Let's see how it looks like. So refresh it. Oh, this does not work. How about going with the previous one? Previous one in the sense time, set time. Let me check this thing out whether it works or not. And set time, I'm gonna be setting the value of it over here, just like this. And once the value is set, set time is being used over here. It should be use state. And once I have the value of this, I'm gonna be replacing everything else over here. So this whole value, control D 3 times, replace it with the time. And once this is done, let me see, still getting the same. New meeting. Let me give this whole code to this ChatGPT stuff. And see, your code is actually good and correct. Really. So string num and pad start 2 and 0. So I'm using this format function over here. This simply gets the timing, and once it gets the timing, pad start, what it does, probably it gets the initial two values. Okay, it makes sure that only two values are there, and if there is only one value, the first value becomes 0. I mean, that's what it does, if I'm not wrong. But okay, let me copy it. Small automation device rejection recreation every second. This creates a new object every second, but not optimal. Better approach can be what? Set interval date. Once I got the date, I'm just simply gonna be formatting it. Once it is formatted, so I got the date. Formatted is gonna be string date.get hours. Pad start 2, then this, and this way the timing is formatted. Set time, formatted time, and 1000, returning this. Then I'm just simply gonna be using the timing over here. Pretty simple. Let me use this and see whether it works or not. So control C, and in that case I'm just simply gonna be replacing this much in one go, and once this much is replaced, I'm directly gonna be using the time. So instead of using like changing the things directly in here, they are just simply formatted by default. What will happen now? Again getting the same issue. Rendered more hooks than expected. Let me give this error to this as well. You are hitting a classic reactive mistake, and the error message is actually very clear. Rendered more hooks during the previous render. That simply means root cause in your code. Context use meeting context, not context return. Current participant. React requires hooks to be called in the same order and every render. So first context is null, and then returns early. Use is not use state is not called. Next render context exists. Use state is called. So React sees previous render 17. Next render 18, boom, here. Okay, that's great. So fix very important. If not context and current participant, return null. Alrighty, let me see what's happening here. This is the container that I have here. Page.tsx, I have video section, I have panels, and over here I have this context. Got it. This is the problematic thing over here, right? So at the end of the day, what I have to do, I'm even getting the context over here, but there could be probability that context is gonna be null, right? So if there is no context, I'm not doing anything over here. How about the current participant? Okay, this is the problem. Let me remove this. Now the problem is that from the context I'm not able to get these values. WebSocket ref, and where is this these things values are being used? In here? Not really. What are those values anyway? Panels ref, top bar ref, and all. So wherever they are required, I'm gonna be just simply using them there only. So let me cut it from here, and where they are required, somewhere here if I'm not wrong. This is where they are required, right? So first of all, I'm gonna be getting them directly over here, just like this. And if I don't have context, in that case I'm gonna be returning from here. Pretty simple. The errors are not gone yet, and this handle click function is gonna be okay. That's first of all, this should be at the bottom. cut it from here and keep it here. This should be fine. And WebSocket ref is not needed here, it is needed somewhere else. Great. So this thing is done. And where am I getting the error? Somewhere here, right? So let me check in this one. Not really. This is where I need the WebSocket ref. That should be coming from the context. WebSocket ref, that is the context, and that is where I have to save the value. WebSocket ref is not found, and I was getting the WebSocket ref from the context. That simply means that is where it's been saved. So I can do one thing, const ws ref is gonna be from the context. If let me cut this thing anyway from here, and this is gonna be here at the top. But before that I'll check if no context. In that case simply return from here. So overall errors are fixed. Let me see if I'm getting the same error. I'm still getting the same error. Select elements must be either control and all. Has utility change in the order of hooks. More hooks than the previous render. Still getting that. Select elements, okay, has render, will it do this? Fine. Rendered more hooks than previous render, top bar.tsx. So this is where I'm facing this issue. So in this particular one, the current participant is causing the issue. Got it. So let me go to the top bar, video section, top bar, and here this these two things. Let me remove it from here. Let me remove this from here as well. Okay, once they are removed, so I'm gonna be getting the jitters. And first of all, this current participant meeting title, I'm gonna be keeping it here, meeting title. And if I don't have a current participant, I'm gonna be returning from here. So before the they should not be used before the hook. That's the only thing that I have to keep in mind. Similarly, context, and I'm gonna be keeping it here. And if I don't have any context, I'm gonna be returning. So if not context, I'm just simply gonna return from here. So this particular thing is done too. So let's see. Finally, so the thing is that if you are calling if you are rendering use effects conditionally, so that is where you are gonna be facing the issue. So as for right now, it's completely fine. This is the timing that is just simply that's fine. I can even mention the time, seconds and all, but that's also fine. Let me even do that. So pad start, I think what it does, pads the current string with given string possibly repeated, so that the resulting string reaches a given length. Alright, it just simply adds more things. So pads the current string with a given string possibly repeated, so that the resulting string reaches a given length. The padding is applied from the start left of the current string. The thing is that it just simply gets the number of values. If only 5 seconds are there, so it will has 0 before that. So it is just simply saying that it needs to, it will make sure that there are 2 values, and if there are less than 2 values, it will have 0 before on the left side. That's fine. So this much we have done. And string, this is actually gonna be our, then comma, probably like this. Will it be fine? Refresh the page. First of all, that's nothing but a timing. So literally, how can I make this mistake? I have to calculate the timing, exactly how long it's been. I'm showing the time right now. Never mind. Let me show the time as well. I'll fix it anyway. And let me get rid of this and this as well. I have to format it a bit better. This is not what I want. I want the timing, right? So in that case, I need to have the current time, and now where does that current time needs to be stored? Because once I refresh the page, it's going to be refreshed though. In the database, that's not bad. Saving the current time in the database, and whenever I'm refreshing the page, at the time just simply getting the value of the current time that's that's been actually saved. So this is not what I want. So over here, how about making a call to the database? Okay. Fine. So whenever this huge effect runs over here, so what can I actually do? As for this one, it should be running in every 1 second. That's fine. Const for this particular meeting, I need to know two things. I need to know the user information and I need to know the meeting ID, and turns out I have both of them here. So I have the current participant that contains both. That simply means const I need to use an action here. It will not work directly. So I already have this actions.ts. It will just simply return me the timing. So I remove chats and this export const get meeting info, just like this, and async. I'm gonna be getting two things. I'm gonna be getting the meeting ID that's gonna be string. I'm gonna be getting the user ID that's also gonna be string, and this thing is done. And once this thing is done, so I have to just simply get the values, right? Const try catch block first of all, and const meetings get meetings collection first of all. Once I got the collection, let me await this as well. It's gonna be awaited. So I have these meetings over here. Once I have the meetings, const meeting is gonna be equals to await meetings dot find one, and I'm gonna be finding it based on meeting ID and based on user ID. So this is how it's gonna be found. I hope the meeting does have those things. Meetings, it has the meeting ID, it also has the user ID, so I can definitely find it. And once I'm gonna be finding this, after that I'm gonna be getting a result that's gonna be the meeting, and return success through message successfully fetched meeting info. Meeting is gonna be equals to meeting. So this thing we have done. There is a problem. So that simply means json dot parse and json dot stringify meeting. This is how it's gonna be going on. And at last return success is gonna be false. Message failed to fetch meeting info. Meeting, that's actually gonna be an empty object or probably null. Let's make it null, that doesn't really matter, but that's gonna be a problematic thing because then there is no fixed type for this. So let me just simply make an empty object. Alrighty, so this particular thing is done. And get meeting info, this is the meeting info is gonna be equals to this get meeting info. Of course I need to await this. Even if I don't await it, it is gonna be fine. I have to just simply pass two things over from current participant dot const current participant. From here I'm gonna be getting meeting ID. I'm gonna be getting the user ID. There could be probability that the current participant does not exist. In that case, simply return from here. Well, this is actually gonna be ID as user ID, and I'm gonna be passing them. So meeting ID, user ID. Done. So once this thing is done, I have the meeting info. Once I have the meeting info, this use effect is gonna be running, right? And the current time got stored in the database. Then I'm getting the current timing, and once I have the current timing, I'm running this set interval over here. Okay, and when this set interval is running in every 1 minute, at that time I'm even using this use state. That simply means it will be just simply rendering it again. That's right. That simply means call to the database will be made again and again. Probably right, but this is needed, don't you think so? I have to make a call to the database only when I don't have the value of it. Otherwise I don't have to make a call to the database. That simply means, I think when we refresh the page, at that time the value doesn't get changed though. So let me even try this thing out. Instead of getting the value like this, I'm gonna be making a state here, probably time, and time will have two values here. Time will have date, date dot now, and it will also have, and that is gonna be the start timing. Probably this will work. Start time, date dot now, and because whenever you reload the page, will the state be reset? Probably. Reloading the page resets the state. It does, I think. But okay, let's see what's gonna be happening. End time is gonna be null by default. Once this thing is done, then whenever this particular set interval is running, so date dot new date I have over here, and once I have this new date, so set time is gonna be, I'm gonna be getting the object from there. I'm gonna be getting the previous object or the current time. Once I got the current time, so once I got the current time, then what? I got the current time. That simply means I got these values, and I'm gonna be returning all the current values that I have, and end time. End time is actually gonna be equals to new or ultimately date over here, and what is the problem? Declaration statement must either have a tuple or pass it to the rest parameter. This is the set time that I'm using. This is nothing but an object. Is this fine? Yeah. So if this is fine, this should also be fine. It turns out this is not fine. It should be returned like this. Yeah, now this is fine. And end time is gonna be date. Is this fine? Date is not assignable to type null. Okay, in that case let me give it the type as well. Time type, crazy name, but okay, never mind. Interface time type start time, that can be type date or that can be null. End time date or null. So this particular value has been given time type. Number is not assignable to type date. Okay, number is not assignable to type date. Date dot now returns the number. New date, yeah. Alrighty, so this particular thing is done. And getting the new value here, assigning it to here. So I got the current time, I got the end time, starting time, end time once I have them both. So const time spent, that's gonna be equals to time dot end time minus time dot start time. Well, this is gonna be problematic. The left side of the null must be type any number and time is possibly null. That's the problematic thing. If there is actually null, by the way, any time is already being calculated over here, so I don't even need to set the value of the end unnecessary. So I can make it sort of like this: const is start time set start time. But I know at the end of the day this is definitely not gonna be working, but let me give it a try. Use state and new date. This is gonna be the start timing. No need to worry about anything else as such. Once I have this, then start time is set automatically. Hope it will work. And if it doesn't work for some reason, then I'm gonna be setting the value over here, but let's see what's gonna be happening. And apart from this particular thing, I already have the date over here, date minus start time. I'm not even gonna be worried about setting the value over here, so this is gonna be fine. So this is gonna be the end time ultimately. And end time minus start time. What is the problem? Date, did you mean date? New date. What is the problem here? The right side of an arithmetic operator must be of type any number or this. This is actually date right now. In that case, let me do one thing. Over here I'm just gonna be getting the spend time, so date or now, and over here I'm gonna be getting the same date dot now, and over here I'm gonna be getting the spend time in milliseconds. Once I have the time spent in milliseconds, so I'm gonna be calculating the value of hour and all. I already have it calculated, so let me go to main dashboard page.tsx recent meetings, and this is the function that I have. I'm gonna be just simply copying it from here, and probably I need to just make a proper function, save it somewhere so that it can be just simply reused. We'll be working on that, but let me come to the top bar, and this function that I have over here, this is mainly used for returning the timing by just simply okay, fine. And once I have this, then I'm gonna be getting the timing from here, right? So let me just simply get rid of all these things, and now I should be having my time over here. So const time is gonna be equals to get duration, and I'm gonna be passing the start time over here. I don't even need to pass the time spent, and end time. This is how it's gonna be passed. Get rid of this, get duration. What am I doing here? The type needs to be date here. New date, start time, get time, and this is how I'm just simply getting the timing. Okay, that's fine. I can pass this date as well. That's not really a big problem. Or I can just simply pass the number to end and start, right? So let me make it the way I want. That's gonna be start, this is gonna be end, and the time is gonna be nothing but, and this date, control D, is gonna be nothing but a number. Any problem? No problem as such. Coming back to this particular section, the current participant is not really required, so let me get rid all of this, and so whenever the page reloads for the first time, I have the start time, it is automatically set, and I'm not even setting the value, I just have the start time. And once I have that, so start time and end time, I'm just simply passing to this get duration function. It is just simply calculating the values and all, and once it has done that, it is just simply returning me the time. Once I have the time, set time is gonna be nothing but the time. Just like this, I need to create a use state for this const time. This is still not gonna be working, there's high chance for it. Use state an embedded string, I'm just simply setting it over here, and the time is already set over here as well. And what is the problem now? Reload it. Probably let's simply close everything, that would be better. Just a sec, let me just simply close everything, and then I will get started from here on. It's just simply taking a lot of time. Probably what was the reason behind this? Connection connected, established, connected, disconnected, whatever. Let me just simply clear the terminal and start again. Turbo. Localhost 3000. Alrighty, let's see what happens after the compilation is done. One bug I can already think of, that whenever I will I'm gonna refresh the page, at that time it will be back to 0 if I'm not wrong. So that is something we'll have to handle from our own side. The remaining things should ideally work. Let's see. These are the meetings history. Okay, fine. Coming back to this one, create a new meeting. 1 second, 2 seconds. It is working right now, great. This is just the meeting time that has simply started. Keep waiting till 60 seconds. Then once the 60 seconds get over, then I'm gonna be getting the minutes as well. Once 60 minutes get over, I will be getting the hours as well. So this way it will just keep going on. There's only one problem, that is if I refresh the page, it will be 0 again, because the timing is gonna be refreshed, I mean reset. Let's see. First of all, see if it when it becomes more than 1 minute. So do I get minutes here or not? After 20 seconds, of course, we are gonna be getting the result, and after that, I'm gonna be refreshing it. So let's wait for 10 more seconds, and then we'll go, like refresh it. Okay. Get ready. Oh, there's high chance that I'm gonna be getting minute here. Here, 1 minute. So ultimately, it is definitely gonna be working. If I refresh the page, this was the thing I was afraid of. Ah. The mic is on by default. What is the problem here? If I end the meeting, create a new meeting, the mic is not on, right? Yeah, by the way, the error that we are having here, that whenever you refresh the page, the value of this set state gets changed though. So ultimately the value that I have over here, it just simply changes every time. So refreshing the page refreshes the whole state that you have. That simply means except saving it in the database, you don't really have any other option. So what can I do? Whenever the page is refreshed, I'm gonna be getting the value from the database, and then I'm gonna be setting it over here. So this is what I can do. So what can I do? Whenever I'm refreshing the page, this particular use effect is gonna be running, and when this use effect runs, so I have to check if I don't have start time. In that case, I have to do something great. At that time, I have to set the start time. Const meeting info, that's actually gonna be equals to get meeting info. I need to pass two things here from here: start time, sorry, meeting ID and the current participant ID. So if I don't have the value of the current participant, I'm gonna be, and I'm actually gonna be passing. Am I facing the network issue right now? Oh, it turns out, yeah. Okay, never mind. So meeting ID and user ID like this, and apart from this particular thing, once I have the value of this meeting ID, then I have to set the start time, and that's gonna be set as what? As soon as the value is set, it will automatically re-render the page, right? So start time, and that's gonna be equals to meeting info dot start time. That is it. As for the timing over here, that this does not have any type, so in that case, okay, this meeting info actually has meeting dot start time, just like this. Meeting does not exist on type promise, so it is actually a promise. I need to await this. So in that case, let me cut this thing from here, and let me create immediately invoke the function, and once that is here, I'm gonna be pasting everything inside this, and then I'm gonna be awaiting it over here, and the rest should be gone. Great. I'm gonna be getting the start timing, and once I got this, let's see what's gonna be happening. Well, there's one more problem here, that if I don't have the start timing, I'm gonna be returning from here. Pretty simple. Let's see. So create a new meeting. No timing as such. Am I not setting the value of the start timing? If I'm actually setting the value of the start timing over here, I should be able to, it should be running again the next time. So whenever the value of start time changes, this mainly depends on start time. So let me paste it over here. And if the value, okay, that's right, whenever the value of start time changes. but I'm still not able to see the timing. In that case, what should I be doing? Why am I not able to see the timing? Let me delete the meeting history, refresh it, create a new meeting. Let me check it again. I got the start time over here. Once I got the start time, then I have to check a few things. What are those few things? Initially I did not have the value of CLG, don't have start time, fetched start time from the database, CLG set start time. Done. Refresh it. It's not gonna be running because I have the value of this time. Then let me end the meeting and join the meeting again. Right now in the top bar, that particular use effect is never running. Let me see. CLG use effect top bar. Refresh the page. Use effect top bar. It is definitely running initially, but it never runs after that. Great. Let me just simply end the meeting, clean everything up, and here we are. So use effect top bar, it ran, and that is it. Then nothing happened after that. So this is running. CLG have current participant and clean and start. So use stop bar I have, and then do not have the value of the current participant. That simply means this particular use effect that I have, it should depend on two things: start timing and current participant. Let's try this thing out right now. Let me refresh the page. Reload the page to see the timing. Set start time, chat face though. Have current participant, don't have start time, fetch the start time, set start time, use effect top bar, have participant, chat switch successfully, fetch the start time has. It will just simply keep going on, but it is asking me to reload the page to see the timing. Great. So ultimately this use effect is at least running right now. So let me get rid of this and this as well. And if it is running whenever I get the value of the current participant, that is also fine. So I don't really need to worry about that at all. Reload the page. So when the value of the set participant, set time needs to be there anyhow, because set time is gonna be set after that, after the current participants are here. But this reload the page to see the timing is crazy, probably because I don't have the end time, or I don't have the time at all. So don't have time, let's close this. All these things are running well. I'm even getting the timing, start timing, and here we are just simply, once I've got the value of the start timing, this particular interval starts running, and setting the timing over here, getting the duration over here. Get duration. Let me check a few things here. CLG start is gonna be start, clg end is gonna be equals to end, because if I see this particular message, that simply means there is no timing at all. End it, start it. So I am getting the value of end here. There is this problem that the start that I'm getting, that is in the date format, the end that I'm getting, that is seconds. Okay, got it. So the problem is this. So for getting rid of this thing, what can I do? That I'm actually gonna be passing a number over here. Date as a number will be passed. I mean, date will be passed in the date format only. Then I will have to convert it to a number, and I already had this here. So let me copy and paste. Paste.tsx, recent meetings, and this particular needs to be copied and pasted here. I'm not going to be writing if something is already written, because of course it was me who wrote that. So start time is going to be here, end time is going to be here. So ultimately I'm getting the timing in the date format, then I'm converting that, getting the time from that date. So this will work. The only thing that I have to take care of, that is below use effect. Let me close this. This is the top bar, right? So over here I have this is start time. When am I setting the value of the start time? Over here. This end time should be new date, mainly because from my database I'm gonna be getting the time in the data format only. So this is done, and once this is done, then that's okay, it should be working. End it, check this thing out. 1 second, 2 second. So here we are just simply getting the timing. If I refresh the page, then what will happen? Let's see. I refreshed it, I have 11 seconds. That simply means it doesn't get reset to 0, and that's what I wanted. Come on, got it. So this thing is solved. I mean, it's 24 seconds, 25. If I refresh the page, it should be 27 or 28 by now. Yeah. So the timing keeps going on, and that's what I want. Don't time. So great job. That's this thing that whenever I refresh the page, this mic gets turned on automatically. So this is something I have to fix. So whenever I'm refreshing the page, so what is actually happening? I'm joining the meeting again. By default, end it. If I join any meeting, so mic is turned off. Then if I refresh the page, the mic gets turned on. What is the problem with this? Mic on. Now where should I look for the bug? Web app meeting and paste.tsx. The problem is the mic panels, not panels, video section, media control, and the mic gets turned on. That simply means the state gets changed. Where am I saving the state? I'm saving the state inside a store. So this is the store. There is meetings.ts, current participant. It has the value of the mic participant, mic on. So whenever I'm visiting the page, somehow the mic on gets true. Let me even see it in action. So redux, let me end the meeting first of all, null. Let me join the meeting, current participant. The value of mic on is false. If I refresh the page, okay, here we are. create next tab, and if I see here the value of my con is true, is host is true, that is okay. My con is true for what? What can I do regarding this? And why is the value getting turned on as true? Whenever the participant joins for the first time, the things are set to false by default. But when a participant reloads the page, it was current participant did not even have the value of his mic and all. Then set host, it was false, and then set current participant, it got true. Alright, set current participant. So initially when I set the current participant, at that time the value was nothing, because there was nothing at all. When I set the current participant again, it got true. So setting the current participant, okay, this is where it became true. The question is that after set host, when I'm setting the participant again, it is becoming true. What is happening in this particular case? Is there anything I can know from here? I have to debug it. Wow. I mean, this is not we are working with, but yeah, this is a good graph regarding the stats and all that we have. RTK query. Okay, but coming back to this one, inspector and action, this set participant. When is this getting called and why this is getting called? Whenever I reload the page, then I'm setting the participant again. Let's see. So whenever I reload the page, the meeting gets reloaded, I'm setting the current value of the participant, right? So when the page is reloaded, meeting id page.tsx, page.tsx over here, and whenever it is reloaded, then what am I doing? Context username. Definitely I'm not gonna be creating one more. So reloading the page means this particular use effective will also run, and there is gonna be no context. If there is no context, it will not be running. And username, meeting title, meeting id, all these things are already gonna be available. Set current participant, the value of the current participant will be set. Meeting payload is going to be set. User id is host, meeting id, all these things are gonna be set. So save meeting history. So this is actually the info of the current participant. Probably this is where I need to change the things, but the value of the current participant is actually changing. Save meeting history, this is a different thing for the history. WebSocket connection closed, so WebSocket connection gets connected again. Overall everything happens, and that simply means others are getting notified, that person itself is getting notified. When that person is getting notified the second time, that is where the problem occurs. So ultimately leave signaling.ts, handle normal process, and inform the new participant about others. Is this gonna be a new participant when the page reloads? Sort of. Okay, so here what am I doing? camera mic on true, camera on true for newly joined participant. For newly joined participant, right? Not for me. So when I'm actually informing new participant about others, I'm getting other participants, I'm getting new participants. So dot 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 this newly joined participant, I will definitely be not saving it. I don't even need this anyway. Set current participant, camera on false. Mic on needs to be false as well. And over here I don't really need to have the value of this. So newly joined participant, I have mic on, camera on, no. Hand raise and has joined meeting. Has joined meeting. So let me just simply add it here and let me get rid of this. Instead of having this newly joined participant, I'm just simply gonna be having this participant new participant. Set current participants, mic on and camera on, they are gonna be off by default. Hand raise is gonna be false. Has joined meeting, that's gonna be true. That simply means I can remove this thing from here. And that is it. So when you are informing the new participant, how about when you are informing the other participants? So when you are informing other participants, handle inform others. Wait, do I literally, I made the changes here, sorry, back. Control Y is ended. Come back here. I'm setting all these things. This is where it's gonna be reset. Great. And normal process, that's gonna be what? Handle reach and meeting, handle receive message. I was working with what? Handle inform new participant about others and handle inform others about new participants. So when I'm informing others about the new participants, at that time I have the value of the new participant. Mic on true, camera on true, hand raise false, and has joined meeting true. So this is fine, it should be like this only. And set newly joined participant over here. So it is gonna be working great. So I don't need to change anything in here. But in here, when I'm actually informing new participant about others, at that time, first of all, let's get rid of this. A few things that I need. Let me cut all these things from here and let me paste all these things over here. And this is I'm doing when I'm actually informing the new participant. Okay, let me get rid of this. Instead of using this, I'm gonna be using new participant over here. So ultimately I got the info of the new participant. By default the mic is gonna be true, really true. Set current participant, informing the new participant, mic is gonna be off, so false. By default camera is gonna be off, false. Hand raise should be false. Has joined meeting, that should be true. And other participants dot map, other participants camera should be on, hand raise false, and that's fine. Other participants camera and mic, that should be on by default. My camera should be off by default on my side. And set newly joined participant, that's gonna be, I don't even want to set the newly joined participant over here. So this thing is done. Alright, so we have done whatever we had to do. Set newly joined participant, let me get rid of it. And alrighty, we have gone through it all. And Already we have gone through everything. Let's see whether it works as expected or not. So coming back to this one, if I reload the page, it should be off. So yeah, it is off by default. It has been 10 minutes since the meeting is actually on. Let me just simply end the meeting, and it works great job. So we have done this. Refresh, delete all the meeting histories. Let me check it for the last time, then we will switch to the another feature. Refresh the page first of all. There are no recent meetings yet, and let me go to localhost 3000, sign in. There are no recent meetings yet. Let me create a new meeting. The new meeting has been created. This is the timing for that particular meeting. It is just simply increasing, and let me ask another participant join the same meeting. Of course I'll have to allow from here, so let me just simply allow. This is the meeting for another participant. Both the timings are different because they are different participants. They join the meeting at the different timings, so that is why they are different. And right now I can just simply end the meeting from here, and once the meeting is ended, 27 seconds, 14 seconds, the timing is here. If I go to the page profile, 1 meeting hosted, 0 meeting joined, 27 seconds. And if I go to this one, 0 meeting hosted, 1 meeting joined, 14 seconds. So yeah, it does work great. We don't really need to worry about it at all, and this way it will keep getting calculated and all. And that is it. Congratulations, we've done it. The last thing, what to do we have now? Add a timer, that is done. Add as many features of better auth as possible. Work on the deployment part, and check the expiry time for the login session. Okay, that's what we are gonna be focusing on. These are the 3 to-dos, and it's time to mainly focus on the better auth. The last to-dos I will have over here, that's gonna be make add the what meeting video pin option. You should be able to pin a video so that you are able to see it in the full screen, right? That hasn't been applied yet, so we are gonna be working on it at the end of the day, but overall things are fine. Okay, add as many features of better auth as possible. Let's focus on that. So first of all, what we are working with, let's start with the authentication part. Let me log out, let me get it off this page. Let me be back here. Authentication, by the way, when I'm actually authenticating, so I should have a back button over here just at the top, so that I can go back to the home page. So that back button will be redirecting me to the home page. So let me just do it really quick. So app, web, app, authentication, and when I'm signing in and signing up both, so paste.this, I have this signing form over here. Signing into your account, let me go to, I'm already here, signing into your account at the top, so probably here I have this overall card here. I have the card header. That card header contains these 2 things, and probably before even this, somewhere here I need to have what? I need to have a link here, probably that is be that will be coming from next link, just like this. It should be saying back href the home page, and let's see. Well, it's not visible at all, so that link is gonna be inside a div, or that's gonna be a div. Back button should be visible. I can even give it the class name bg300. So this is where it is. Got it. So first of all, let me do one thing. I'm gonna be making it relative. I hope this is bg red blue 300. Let me see what is the area of this. This has the whole area. Okay, sorry for that. This is not the right place to keep it. In that case, I'm gonna be cutting it from here, and I'm gonna be pasting it somewhere here. Alrighty, this is the link that I have, and this is where it is. Great. But I'm gonna be designing a bit better. That simply means px is gonna be around 3 or probably 5. and text is gonna be extra large, large, probably normal is enough, and text blue is gonna be around 500, underline. Okay, this is not the worst thing ever. I can just simply click on this and I'm gonna be redirected to the home page. I can click on the sign in, and this is how it's gonna be going on. I'm gonna be copying it. By the way, that's fine. Let me copy it from here. Let me go to the sign up page. The same thing is gonna be happening here as well. Pasting it. Of course, I need to import it. Gonna be imported from next link. Sign up page. It will be looking sort of like that, and the job is done. What is the next thing that we have to focus on? The next thing is that whenever you are creating an account, so at that time you have to send a note email to the user for verifying. Time to work with the better auth section. How long has it been, by the way? Ouch. How long has it been? So it's been 1 hour 47 seconds. We still have around 13 seconds or something. Let me just check if everything works great here or not. I'm worried that I don't have a proper internet connection right now. Let's see. 20, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, that's fine. So over here, now the next thing comes with that is better auth section, and let me go to better auth. I'm of course gonna be working only for what, 2 hours or something. That simply a few more minutes are remaining. So let me just simply work on this docs. Battery is less than 20%. Alrighty, let's go ahead. So what I want to do here, that's pretty simple, and that is getting started. Basic users. Let's see how many things have been done here. Enabled password, that is already done, and we are even getting a lot of options over here. So whenever the sign up is done, so we have this callback URL here. We haven't added that yet. On request, and apart from this particular thing, on request, on success, on error, these are the events that get triggered whenever something gets done. Alrighty, but this is something that we have to work on. A URL to redirect after the user verifies their email. This is definitely optional. We haven't even added this, but as soon as the user verifies the email, I have to redirect the user to this particular page. So let me copy this. This is mainly the sign up part, so let me go to the sign up. This is the sign up page over here, and when I'm signing up over here, sign up in this, so at that time I have to use this callback URL over here as well. So user will be redirected after the verification. I have to even allow this verification. So auto sign in defaults to true, and I'm gonna be making it false, so that after sign up user is not auto signed in, rather the email will be sent to the user. So let me go to what, this should be better auth, right? So I have to go to the packages and auth index.ts over here, and here I have to add auto sign in. That's gonna be false. That simply means user should not be signed in automatically. And then what else do we have to focus on? When I'm signing in, so I have to give the email, I have to give the password. A URL to redirect to after the user verifies their email, optional. So yeah, that's also fine. Callback URL over here, this is definitely optional. And then remember the user session after the browser is closed. Remember me, by default it is false, and that's good. That's great. Let me keep it false. So ultimately callback URL and the remember me, we have to have it over here. So inside sign in, this form whenever the user signs in somewhere here. So I'm giving it the payload. The another thing that I should be giving it, that is the payload actually contains everything. So this payload contains the email and password. That's great. I'm giving it the email and password. What I actually have to do here, that dot payload, and then callback URL, that's actually gonna be dashboard, and even there I made a mistake. This callback URL should be inside the payload itself. And what, remember me, that's gonna be false by default. Okay, when I worked with this sign up page over here, sign up form, so what the mistake was, the mistake was none, because I'm just simply destructuring the payload and then passing all these things. That's fine. Okay, so this much we have done. We are even done with the sign phase. Always invoke client methods from the client side, don't call them from the server. That's right. And what is gonna be happening over here, if you are not verified, you will not be able to sign in. Ultimately a request will an email will be sent to your account to just simply verify your account. Okay, server side authentication, auth sign in email, auth API, sign in email, body this API response. So server side authentication, to authenticate a user on the server you can use auth API method. That's okay, we have gone through that. And better auth, we can add this particular thing over here as well. So like social providers, so let me just simply do it really quick. At least two things should be added: sign in with GitHub and sign in with Google. So that thing we can but before even that, I haven't added one functionality yet, that is okay, let's not worry about this. Sign out, this is something we have already worked on. And lib client session, auth client, from it I'm gonna be getting use session, and then I'm gonna be getting these values. That is also done. Get session and use plugins. Let me work on one thing really quickly. Two-factor authentication we haven't enabled it yet, but probably we are gonna be enabling it soon. Ultimately there's a lot to learn from this. What am I gonna be focusing on right now? That is sending the email to the client whenever the verification is done. Whenever the user tries to sign up. So user send account, and probably this is not the one that I'm looking for. Verify password, change password, client updating, email and all. That's okay. Authentication, if I go to the authentication part here, then even this is not something that I'm looking for. In that case, what should I be looking for now? In that case, authentication, email and password, probably this is the one. Enable email and password. So this thing is already done. And then when I'm signing up, at that time I'm gonna be passing all these things I have already done. Server side I'm gonna be doing it somewhat like this. That's great. And signing in I'm gonna be doing it like this. Sign out I'm gonna be doing like this. And require email verification. Yes, this is what I want. So when we actually require the email verification, so email verification, wherever I have this, I'm gonna be adding this particular part over there. Let me copy it and I'm gonna be explaining it for sure. But before that, auth index.ts, email and password, email verification. So I actually need to cut it all from here, copy, and probably somewhere here I need to just simply add this. Okay, there's a lot of things that are not here yet. So email verification, because email and password auto sign in is false by default, and this email verifications, whenever I will try to sign up, email should be sent. So send email verification, async user I have, URL I have, token I have. Good thing is that we are getting this token here, over here. Even we can directly get the URL as well, so we don't need to worry about the token. So let me replace the remove the token. I don't even need this request over here, so let me get rid of that. Send email, this is the function that I'm gonna create, and it will be sending the email to this particular user.email. So the email will be sent to this particular user, and subject verify your email address, text click the link to verify your URL. The thing is that I don't have this send email, so this is gonna be kind of a service that I need to have here. So in that case, inside db I have index.ts. Let me do one thing, let me create source folder here, and inside that source I will have this index.ts. Have I done something? Index.ts I will have, literally. Yeah, now that is done. And apart from this particular thing, I will create a service folder inside this only. So service probably, and inside this I will have send email.service. So send, or just simply email.service.ts. And once this is done, then I have to just simply have a function over here, export const send email. That's actually gonna be getting these values. So it will get some of the things, and it will just simply be exported. It's gonna be async function for sure. And what all it will be getting, it will be getting to subject and text. So I'm gonna be sending to subject and text from here. All these things are gonna be sent. This 2 is gonna be nothing but a string. The subject is gonna be nothing but a string. Come on. And this text is gonna be nothing but string. So this is how it's gonna be done. And index, let me import it here. So it's gonna be imported. All those things are nothing but strings. It requires, okay, got it. The problem is it is just simply sending an object from here. So over here I will get all these things, but they are gonna be objects. An object. So let me do one thing, cut it from here, paste it over here, and I will have subject, and I will have text over here. So ultimately these are the things that I got as parameters here. Great. And once I got these things as parameters here, then the rest should be gone. And when it comes to exporting this index, so what will I be doing, that whenever I'm exporting it, so source/index needs to be exported from here. So this particular thing is gonna be done. And why do I have these things here? Is this kind of a suggestion? No versions found. Turbo 1 install. Why is it taking this much time, bro? Never mind. Done. Are these the suggestions that I'm getting? It is just simply telling me that I'm using version 5 over here, and right now they're like 6. This particular version is also available. Okay, fine. Never mind. We don't really need to worry about that. And now I have to just simply send the email. For sending the email, I'm gonna be using resend over here. But we have even node mailer, so you can go with this node mailer. Node mailer will be used for just simply sending the email on your behalf. So this is the transporter that you get, and once you transporter.send email, so first of all you will have to get the transport. Don't I have that here? Install node mailer, and after that get the transporter. So you will have to configure, you need to have user password and user SMTP user and SMTP password. I can create it using your Gmail as well. You can just simply create this. The second thing is that for using this, you definitely need to have SMT password and all. Creating will take time, so I'm just simply gonna be using recent. What is recent? It does this job for you on directly. It just simply gives you the SMTP password and all, and email and all for you directly, and you will be able to just simply send the request. Especially when you are using node mailer, so you will have to use another thing that is called I forgot, node mailer plus what map. There was another thing, like you cannot. First thing is that node mailer is enough for sending the Gmails, ultimately emails and all. But for that thing, you need to have this SMTP user and SMTP password. If you don't have, then you won't be able to send. And there was another website that was giving you these SMTP user and password for free. Not free, ultimately for the demo purpose. And that was Mapbox, not really Mapbox. I forgot the name. Never mind. Mapbox. Nope, not this one. So probably some I forgot the name. Never mind. But yeah, with the node mailer there was another one that was just simply helping you with the demo. I'm gonna be using a recent over here, so let's simply go with that. So recent.com. Get started. Wow, like the UI here, yeah. I'm not really focusing on the UI part, but yeah, this is good, really good actually. So what am I gonna be working on? Login with Google. And one audiobook. I don't really have my mobile nearby. That simply means I'll not be able to sign in with other Gmail. So let me sign with the Gmail that I have right now. Probably this one. Okay, that doesn't really matter. No emails yet, that's great. So what am I gonna be doing? What am I supposed to be doing here? Interesting. Broadcast, create email. Well, I forgot an API key. I think I directly need to create an API key, and that's gonna be Vipendra. Name is gonna be Vipendra. I'm not even sure whether this is what I should be doing. Sending access, only sending access should be there. And domains, there are no domains, so let's simply click add. So this is the API key that I have got done. So I have the what am I supposed to be doing here? Edit API key, delete API key. So this is the API key I have, and apart from this particular API key, what else do I need to have when sending the email using node mailer, right? Sorry, resend. So email, go to docs, Node.js, quick start, Next.js, quick start, Next.js. And first of all, I need to install this. Of course, I'm using bun over here, so bun add this. And after that, interface, email template. I need to have an email template for sure. And after the email template, we need to have the body and all, and then I'm just simply gonna be sending it like this. The job will be done, and that's it. Alrighty, let's do it. So ls cd Google Meet, cd packages, cd auth. From the auth I'm gonna be sending it, and here I'm gonna be installing bun add resend. That's going to be imported, ultimately added. And after that, once it is added, then done with this particular part, then I need to create a template. Creating a template. I have from, I have to, I have subject, but I don't have the template. Let's not worry about the template. I'm just simply gonna be sending normal email with the normal text. Later you can just simply create the templates and all to make it better, make it look better. But for now, I'm gonna be, it is already installed, right? So over here, what am I gonna be doing? I need to import resend from resend and await resend Fine. New resend. So ultimately what am I supposed to be doing over here? That is const resend is gonna be equals to resend, that will be imported from here, and I need to have the environment variable process.env.resend API key. So process.env.resend API key. The thing is that I don't really have resend API key, so I need to have that in my environment variable. So resend API key, and I need to have that particular key. Okay, we'll have the key in later. And once this is done, what is the problem? Is not called. Did you mean to include a new? Yeah, of course, new. Okay, so this particular thing is done. Once I have this resend, so you have to just simply call this, and the email will be sent. So await resend.emails.send. So await resend.emails.send, and what is the problem? This should be resend, not resend. It should be resend, just like this. And I'm gonna be sending few things from here. First of all, there should be from. Do I have from here? From whom? From what? What is the name of this? Google Meet app. Google Meet app. From this particular platform, this is being sent. And to whom? To, it can be sent to many people at a time. By the way, to for now, probably. And what is the subject? Subject is gonna be nothing but the subject. Template is declared here. Right? Const, I'm gonna be getting some data from here. Data and error if the email gets sent. Probably I need to add the template over here as well. So React, yeah, you definitely need to add some template here, email template. That is something I have to create. React is gonna be this normal. Okay, let's think of it like this. There is no template as such right now. Later we can definitely create this. If there are any errors, so if error, in that case what will I do? I'm gonna be copying and return response.json post. I'm gonna be logging the value, that's it, nothing else. So CLG error, sending the email, and I'm gonna be returning this from here, or throw new error with this particular error. It is gonna be thrown. Now the problem is that is not assignable to this. So if error instance of error, then this, otherwise then error dot message, otherwise stringify error. Is this fine? Probably. Okay, let's go ahead with this. And that's it. I don't really have to do anything else. I don't even need the data here. So the email got sent successfully. And this text that I wanted to send, so probably instead of having this React over here, I need to have this text, and that's gonna be like this. So yeah, that works. So I need to provide either the text or the template, any one of these, or both if needed, if you have them. Okay, so this particular thing is done, and that simply means email should be sent. I have to just simply make sure that one thing is done, that is getting the API key from here. Edit API key, save. Well, I didn't really copy the API key the last time. Let me delete this. Let me create a new API key. Google Meet clone meet email send. sending access, copy this, and well, environment variable, this is here it is. Let me make it really big and let me paste it over here so that it is not visible. Okay, this particular thing is done, and once I've done this much, after that nothing else, let's simply do it. Turbo dev. Okay, from here of course I can't really start it. Turbo dev, well, congratulations. Missing API key, pass it to the construct new recent API key. Well, I'm trying what I'm trying. I have sent index.ts when I'm actually working with this, especially here. This is the key, never mind. It is not able to get that. Maybe how did I get the values here? Environment variable, client.ts. I directly got the values like this, right? Okay, I'm gonna be calling it right here only. I mean, recent API key. Let me just simply copy this, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, great. I'm gonna be working on it tomorrow, not today. I have some work to do, so I gotta go for that. After that, I'll be back and I will work on the authentic Kubernetes section, and like I have to deploy it. So I will be just simply making a normal website, or this one only. I will be just simply deploying it there. Process.env recent.this API key. So what is the problem with this? Missing API key, pass it to the construct new recent this. It is just simply not getting any API key. Alrighty, I'll be back after half an hour or something, and then I will first of all fix this error, and after that we will work on this authentic deployment part. We have to deploy it, so ultimately whether we could deploy it or not but at least we will just simply try to just re-go through all the things that we have covered, and we'll try our level best to just at least deploy it for just learning purpose, not for the deployment thing and all. But yeah, we'll try all level best. So this is how it's gonna be going on. As for right now, I'm just simply gonna be calling it. It must have already been 2 hours, 2 hours 14 minutes and all. So yeah, the overall quota is done. Whatever we had to just simply cover, that's covered. And now the deployment part. So we are gonna be giving it 2 hours as well. I'm gonna be back after half an hour, and then we'll continue from here on. Take care. Until then, bye bye.